Ooh, you in trouble. They bout to send them folks to your front door. Ooh, you in trouble. Watch out for them folks, you know they cut though. Like, don't hold your tongue if you ain't scared, niggas. Yeah, nigga. Don't hold your tongue if you ain't scared, niggas. Yeah, nigga.
Ooh, you in trouble. Shout out to the guy B.O.B. for that song, Cutthroat Off the Water mixtape. This your boy the Sandman coming to you with another post, another video. The topic of today's discussion is boys can be princesses too. Boys can be princesses too. That comes from a post that I seen on social media. I caught it on Facebook, but it's all over social media of a black queen and her son, give or take, no older than maybe about 8 or 9 years old, and they both have on dresses. The picture comes from a website with the same name, Boys Can Be Princesses Too, and this is pretty much pushing a whole agenda when it comes to sexuality in our children. Sexuality should not be discussed with our children before puberty, pretty much. And growing up, I kind of had a little beef, or you want to say, when it comes to learning sex ed in school at a certain age, especially once I had kids. Learning sex ed, because that's something that you're supposed to teach your children on your own time, pretty much. But, you know, people and parents live busy lives and busy days, so they can't sit down and have the traditional birds and bees talk. But you're letting the media control everything. You know, when it comes to media, we listen to what the media says and kind of go along with it when it's cool and all that stuff. But kids are very impressionable. Our kids shouldn't learn from the media that it's okay to be a princess when you're a boy. Now, this is not knocking homosexuality. This is not bashing homosexuality. This is not saying that you shouldn't be gay and all that stuff. Like, I'm not a Bible thumper. I'm not going to say if you're gay, you're going to hell and all that blah, 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 blah shit. But this shouldn't be pushed to our kids. Let a child stay in a child's place, like they say. Your child, you shouldn't be discussing your child's sexuality. Your child knows if you have a penis, you're a boy. If you have a vagina, you're a girl. That's something that kind of innately goes into your mind when you teach your child. And it shouldn't be that if you feel like a girl, then you're a girl. If you feel like a boy, then you're a boy. That's one of the things that man has came up with, the idea to say, okay, well, if you feel like a boy, but you're not a boy, you're still a boy. You might as well say if you feel like a frog, then you're a frog, then you're a frog. But that's not the case. If a child comes out and says, I'm an animal, then they're getting meds. If a child comes out and says, I'm just not going to talk, I'm a robot, then a child needs meds. But if a child says that their sex is not the same sex that they were born with, then they're just fine. You know, at first, before 1973, it was considered a mental disorder for a person to come and say, well, hey, I'm homosexual. But then after the 1973, they removed it from the DSM number 2 and made it kind of like a gender crisis disorder type thing, saying that, okay, well, it's okay. You know, nothing's wrong with you just having a crisis. You're just having an issue. It's bullshit. Pretty much. It's bullshit. It shouldn't be taught. We shouldn't be teaching our kids about transgender history and all that stuff. But this stuff is coming. Like, it's an agenda. It's pushing population control. It's pushing, let our kids do whatever. They try to stop us with the religion. It kind of worked. But each generation is getting further and further away from that God concept and not taking no more bullshit from people. They stopped us with the drugs in the 80s, the crack. They're slowing us down with the food we eat, slowly killing us with the cancer. These are all different topics of discussion that I'll discuss later on in later videos. But when it comes to this right here, this is fucked up. You should teach your kids right and wrong. And like I said, it's not wrong to be homosexual. It's wrong to discuss this as a child. It's wrong to tell your child or let your child say, okay, it's okay, I'm going to be a girl when I'm a boy, and I'm a girl. Because all it's pushing is letting it be okay to do whatever the fuck you want to do, pretty much. Now, I have children. I have 5 kids, 2 boys and 3 girls. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that, oh, when my kids get older, if they say they want to be gay, I'm going to bash them. I'm going to not let them do it or whatever. No, that's far from the truth. But I'm going to teach my kids, like, hey, you are what God made you, and you're going to be the best at what God made you because God made you. You know what I mean? Well, me and your mom made you, but you know what I mean. God made you. But it's pushed so much into us by these different media outlets. There's a video on PBS Kids. I'm going to let y'all
Got 2 people in my family. It's just me and my mom. I live with my uncle and my aunt and cousin Ron. My mommy and my daddy and my sister Emily. They're all part of me, so come and see my family.
And it kind of pushes the idea of, okay, whatever family kind you got, it's okay, which is a fine little thing, but just the imagery of the whole ordeal and what was said was kind of disturbing a little bit, but that's my take on it. You know, no one's sitting here pushing heterosexuality, or no one's pushing, we pushed it, but it was stopped because I guess we got scared after they kept killing our leaders, but no one's pushing it's okay to be black, something that you can't change, but you're pushing it's okay to be gay and homosexual as a child. Kids are already confused, and then we're further confusing them, letting them know, oh, it's okay, just do what you want to do, and I'll still love you. That's fine. There's an example with Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade. Their 11-year-old son, Noah, came out, said he wanted to be gay. They took him to the gay pride and all that stuff, gay pride parade and all that stuff. And it's fine, you know, that's one of the things that's like, hey, you know, support your child. I'm not saying don't support your kids, I'm not saying do that, but teach your kids, like, it's okay what God made you. It's okay what you were born as. It's enough men, enough women out here in this world. It's okay. You know, and then when they get older, if they decide, hey, this is not what I want to do, then support your kids. But this shouldn't be pushed on us. It's like it's being spoon-fed and drip-fed us every fucking day. All the commercials, all the movies and stuff now. It's like no one's pushing a big ordeal. No one, I personally feel like it was okay. It should have been okay to marry whoever you want to marry a long time ago. But, you know, gays had to fight for their rights around the same time we were fighting for our rights, mind you. Our as black people fighting for our rights, mind you. But it had to get more and more pushed, and now it's legal. You know, it's not even a mental disorder no more. It's just, okay, you can be what you want to be. Well, next they're going to say our kids can be frogs, turtles, mice, dogs, cats, and then the world is just going to be over as we know it. But whatever happened to the times when you let kids be kids? You know, you can pretend, you can play pretend, you can be a horse for Halloween and a dog for Christmas and all that stuff. A dog for Christmas. Believe in Santa Claus or whatever. But you are what you are. Love who you are. Teach your kids to love what they are. And that'll be it. You know, it's a whole organization, NAMDALA or something like that. I referenced that in this video also, which basically pretty much says it's okay to be a pedophile. And there are people out there that agree with pedophilia. And if they can get our kids as young as possible and get this whole push of like it's okay to believe what you want to believe and do what you want to do, then next it'll be okay for a child to love a grown man. It'll be okay for a young woman to love a grown woman. All this is pushing population control, is pushing the next generation of kids to just not give a fuck about nothing. The kids already don't give a fuck as it is because of the media, because of what we eat, because of what we drink. You are what you eat, and I don't mean like physically, but like what you intake, the movies you watch, the videos you watch, the music. We're an impressionable species, and children are very impressionable. But the topic of this whole video is to stop letting media control your children. Stop letting media raise your children. You raise your children, and however they turn out to be, then you love them for that. Check out these videos, check out this stuff that I sent you in this video, and give me your take on that. This your boy the Sandman signing out.
Ooh, you in trouble. They bout to send them folks to your front door. Ooh, you in trouble. Watch out for them folks, you know they cut though. Like, don't hold your tongue.